Welcome to Dwarven Forge Live. This is On the Anvil. What is it? Episode 166. This is the show where we take you behind the scenes here at Dwarven Forge. We show you what we're working on. We show you some of the challenges we're facing. This isn't actually a challenge, but I don't know. And we give you a glimpse of things to come. We're going to do all of that tonight. Mostly this is the show where we hang out and talk terrain. I'm going off the rails here. We have no technical difficulties. Everything always goes as prepared. This is the show where we get feedback from you live, and mostly it's the show where we enjoy a frosty beverage while talking terrain with wonderful folks for the next 2 hours, something like that. Wait, we're back. It's been a couple of weeks.
Yeah, there's been
I gotta get the frosty beverages. I gotta get the thing. Hold on.
Oh, he's out of here.
Yeah.
There's been some vacations and just the general post campaign break stuff. But we're back. Everybody's back in office. We are barreling towards the pledge manager for Cities Reforged, and then also looking at kind of the stuff that lies beyond that, and also looking at what we can do for the web store now that we're not in the middle of campaign stuff. We should talk about the user profile thing, the site changes.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
that on the news. Hey, are we gonna give people anything for spending all their time with us?
A warm smile.
Hopefully some laughs along the way.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a $50 Dwarven Forge gift card giveaway roughly an hour into the stream. So, stay tuned for that. And everybody will be eligible as long as they don't work for us. And that's it. That's all we're giving away today.
Today. You never know. Sometimes things
everybody
get crazy.
Should have gotten... All the Cities Reforged gift cards should have gone out. So if you didn't get yours, let me know. But everybody should
yell at Chris.
Yeah.
What is Martin? I gotta put this picture up for Martin.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and send that.
We somehow this thing went live sooner than maybe we thought.
The stream?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're catching up on so much. Well, everybody's how was Scotland?
2 weeks, so I'm like.
I don't know how Scotland was because neither of the people here went to Scotland. That was specifically Tyler's trip.
His heart's still in Scotland.
I didn't go anywhere. I didn't go anywhere. But
so we're giving away some stuff. We're gonna talk chat. Oh, hop in the chat. Let us know what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what makes you laugh, what makes you cry. This is why we do the show, is we want to hear from you.
We want to make you cry.
We want to make you cry. It's okay. Good tears are good. But no, seriously, don't be afraid to hop in. I love when we see new, first-time chatter has popped in, and of course, seeing so many names that we recognize from week after week. It really is amazing having this core group to hang out with on a regular basis. Like, you guys are the best. Super appreciate it. But so the rule is, if you're gonna hop in, just be nice. That's it. Because this is an amazing group. So keep it that way.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Anything other preamble before we
I don't think so. Let's go ahead and just get in there.
I'm gonna burp. The wheels are coming off the bus today. It's the news.
I think that might have been the least painful news from a volume standpoint.
News? There's news.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, is there news?
Yeah, the news is right here.
Woo!
Hey, so this is your last reminder that I think we'll be putting out there that we are having a site-wide price increase going into effect tonight in roughly 4 hours, 11 p.m. Eastern time.
We should have a giant countdown.
Giant countdown? Oh, man. It just ends 2 hours before because we're getting off stream.
Yeah.
It'd be wild if we just did like a full day stream to help people with that. Just like a campaign.
Like a telethon. Yeah. Price-a-thon.
Yeah. Everything in the store, except for Starforged, will be going up around 15%. There's going to be some variation based on just how production costs have gone up. This is due to, in general, just the general increase in cost of production and labor and the like over the last 3 years, as well as inflation and the tariffs that it looks like we'll be facing for at least the foreseeable future.
Shipping costs, everything is just going up.
Everything is
the
getting more
price of
expensive.
anything not going up right now in life? Like it's madness.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what. Are you all right?
So get it? Yeah, the mat is coming apart.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's not like we've been doing this for 3 years. How many years have we been doing this?
over 5.5.
It's not like we've been doing this for 5 years and we're having it
Over
together by
five and a
now.
half. Over 5.5 years.
That's a long,
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah. So that. Oh yeah, Arizona. Although the bottles for Arizona have gone up, just the cans haven't, which
Really?
is
That's
fine.
impressive.
Yeah, the bottles are $1.29 now, I think, is what they got on the label. But the Arizona cans, the tall cans are still 99 cents.
I feel like they were 99 cents when I was in high school too. So
There are some
Yeah.
corner stores that will upsell them,
that's amazing.
and it's very funny. But for the most part, yeah, it still says on the can 99 cents. That's because tea is so cheap.
Ooh, Dragus, what did you get for your Starforge supplemental order? I'm curious what people were picking up. Catwalks, pipelines, and catwalks. That's my guess. All right, so we got the price increase is
Yes.
happening imminently.
And I guess
Less
as a
than 4
transition,
hours.
going off Starforged, since the last time we streamed, Starforged has gone into the store and a restock has gone into the store. It's our first restock in a very long time. This was the restock that we had placed in December, but the tariffs held it up for months because we did not want to ship it while we were looking at 160% or whatever it was at the time, 145, something like that.
It was 145.
It was 145.
Absolute
Yeah.
insanity.
So yeah, that held that up for a while. Yeah, that stuff happened, went into stock. So that's all there. If you missed that, go get it if you need it.
Get it.
Starforge prices are not going up since they went into the store. Since they're new in the store, they did not. They were just put into their existing prices because everything Starforged got hit with the tariffs.
So it was already raised, like from the campaign prices. It was already raised. So we don't need to raise it twice, double raise.
Yeah. So Starforge stuff is staying the same. Everything else around 15%, give or take a bit, just based on what happened with that particular set. We are trying to get another restock order in soon with the cash influx that we're getting from Cities Reforged. So we're working on putting that together right now. But that likely will not get here. I mean, this won't get here until next year at this rate. So it's been apologies for it being a lower restock year. We had fully intended for it to be otherwise, but things happened.
There's been some events this year.
Yeah, some things out of our control.
Yeah.
We were waiting to try and see if they'd resolve. They have not.
Hey, but we got Starforge in the store. We get that?
Yeah, Starforge is in the store, and Dungeons Reforged will also be in the store before long, give or take 4-ish months.
Store 2025, 2026.
Yeah, it's not going to be in store till next year, but yeah. Any news on items that are for sure included in the next restock? I would say any like core set that has been out of stock for a bit. We're prioritizing. We're trying to get all the core stuff back in because we know there's some stuff that just sold down.
With the exception of dungeon, like all the dungeon reforged stuff is going to be in the store before this new restock probably. So there'll be a slew of dungeon stuff hitting.
Right. But if there's any generally stocked core stuff, the Dungeon Bridge will be coming into Dungeons Reforged. Yeah. So don't expect any dungeon stuff with this restock because it's going to be getting a ton of stock from Dungeons Reforged.
And that dungeon stuff will hit before this restock. So
yes.
That's coming.
We're going to try to get some Lowtown stuff in.
Gotta.
I've got some paint masters for some cavern things that would be nice to do. We'll see if we can fit that in. But we need to prioritize core sets, and I know we're going to be doing a terrain tray order because there's a lot of terrain trays that we need to get in.
I feel like we're going to just fill up with just like the necessities is already going to fill us up.
That's the thing. We have to see.
We haven't placed a restock since December.
Yeah, we have to see how much room is left after the essentials, because the essentials are going to take up a lot of space.
Question, Lord of Itza, how will the price increase impact the recent Game Found campaign?
So the one that we just did, we did with the current tariffs in mind. We anticipate that it may have a larger increase going into the web store than usual, but we're not entirely sure yet because it's going to depend on what happens with
Tariffs
tariffs
of
and
the
just
week.
the economic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could be,
because that stuff is not going to be. We're not going to know what it'll be hit with for like at least 6 months at this point.
it's wild.
Yeah. So
Any other like small business owners out there? Anyone else having a fun time navigating all this uncertainty?
yeah.
It's wild.
Do you think Dismal Quagmire Gridded Mat will ever roll back around? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, those texture mats.
Yeah, they all do pretty well.
Yeah,
Um.
no molds. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
do
If
good.
you're talking about if like the tariffs increasing to a certain amount will make us ask for more money, Finley is correct. We have the breakdown of what our plan is if tariffs skyrocket on the page. So if you go look at the GameFound page, there should be a section that covers that.
We're also in the stable pledge program, so you can,
Yes.
if it goes up more than, what is it, 15, 10%? What's the threshold? There's some threshold. If it goes
There's
up
a
more than
threshold
that,
to it, yeah.
you can get all your money back.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, we've got our plan laid out there, so that should give you a sense of what we're doing with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's everything regarding restocks. I guess also store stuff. A user profile update just went through, which should make your wish lists and the collection system more flexible. My understanding is it gives you access to, you can make more wish lists now, and I think there's more tools for managing the collection page. Letitia just rolled that out today. They've been working on it for a while. It involves like some custom work with them. It should let you add sets to your collection page.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a more specific breakdown together, and we're gonna send an email about it tomorrow or Friday. That just kind of goes over all the specifics of it. That'll be going out this week. So I don't understand it enough offhand to just go into explicit detail about all of it, but it's adding a bunch of features that people have been asking for and should just make those tools better. Is the hope.
D&D Horsey recently picked up a bunch of unpainted forest and swamp pieces. Dear God, did I underestimate the painting detail on them? I'm about 30% done.
I think they're the most detailed pieces.
Eli's still painting his from. Granted, he went and did like extra sculpting on like green stuff on them, so they were each unique. But like, there are so many plants, you can go as deep as you want. Like, there's, you can spend forever on those pieces.
Yeah, I think there's just so much with, if you want each individual route and everything to be brought out, there's so many little details on it. I think it's everything with the web store. Let's talk about Spiel real quick and then go into the campaigns.
Yeah.
Our friend Rick Wagner is going to be running a small Dwarven Forge booth as usual at Essen Spiel. So if you are going to Essen Spiel, look for us there. Do you know the booth number off the top of your head?
No, I don't remember.
It's such a massive place.
I've got Gen Con memorized, but the other ones are like moving targets.
Gen Con's easy. Under my collection, so many things are in the wrong category. If it's the tag system, we're also working on that. One of the things we're trying to do now that the campaign is over is put some time into revamping the tag system and general product organization to make the website easy to browse.
I didn't think of backer collections being like, they're going to shine a spotlight on the messy tags.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's yeah. So Spiel we did. So
if you're gonna be anybody's going to Germany, go check it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna send him a few cities prototypes, so he has some stuff to show, and so there'll be a chance to see some of that.
And then a update went out on Cities Reforged today, and there's a couple things of note there. One, late pledges have launched. If you missed the campaign, or if you want to add stuff to your pledge, you can now you now have access to everything that was in the campaign proper. This is not the pledge manager. The things that we unlocked, like the cityscape trees, and then like the mega pack for dirt paths, those things won't be in there
It's
just
kind of
yet.
confusing to have like this this intermediary step where it's basically just
Yeah.
an extension of the campaign.
It's just so that if people who come across the campaign want to join it, they don't have to wait several more weeks. There was also okay, so we'll say first, we're planning to launch the pledge manager on September 23rd, just under 3 weeks from now, and that will have the trees, the dirt path mega pack, a couple other things. Speaking of which, because we got all the way to 1.7 million, we committed to making 3 more sets, and they will use only existing pieces in the campaign. And we're running a poll that you can see on the update that went out today,
It's at
asking.
the bottom of the update. Scroll down all the way to the bottom.
We listed like the 5 pieces that we've heard people talk about really wanting easier access to, and we're trying to just we're trying to get a sense of which of those is highest priorities for people, and then we'll make 3 packs kind of centered around the top 3 choices there, and we'll try to make them the best packs that we can. It won't just be like, yeah, here's 8 of this piece. We're going to try to make fully fledged packs when possible.
But know this: if you vote in the poll, you have to buy the set.
Yes.
It's part of the pledge manager. You see, if you click it, the pledge manager will know, and it won't let you check out if you don't buy that set.
Yeah, you have to give us your address if you vote, so that we can
make sure you buy the set.
head over there and make sure you're following through. Yeah,
We're gonna send some. We're gonna send Miles over with a wizard wand and a wild look in his eye. Straight.
Long shot. Any chance to add to a Dungeons Reforged pledge? Contact customer support. Maybe we can. I know that it's pretty late at this point.
We got ordered 9 months ago.
Yeah, it's pretty late at this point, but we might be able to. The best way to find out is just to ask. Let's see.
That you can always ask customer support.
Yes. And then the final thing, Dungeons Reforged. We have almost all the test shots. I think we had one.
We're missing the dread ped.
We had one box with the last. My understanding is we had one box with the last test shots in it that UPS decided had batteries in it, and
it said
sent
like
back.
Battery on the outside of the box or something. So like, clearly this was a box of batteries. Or...
He was saying that like it was a box that had a battery label on it, and they covered it up because they're like, well, there's not actually batteries in here. And then the scanner still picked up the battery label.
Crazy town.
Yeah. So
Crazy town.
that is being shipped back to us. So there's a couple that we don't have, but we have almost every test shot to show you.
Shots for most everything. Yeah. And I got these. We got these terrain trays. Came in. Look at this. The dungeon. Wait. Camera's frozen.
Camera's frozen. Oh, hang on. Must have gotten jostled.
I didn't even walk away. Swear to God.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I didn't do it. Not this time.
Hello? Did the
Every
camera
other
turn
time.
off? What's going on? Oh, this got put down on.
Yeah, so it wasn't even.
Who did that?
But how was running before the?
I don't know. Either way, it's had enough. Okay, let's. Hello? Dude, you were working fine.
Oh boy. Oh yeah.
All right, there's just a moment.
Darkness. And out of the darkness came.
Okay. Found it. Oh.
Vanta Black.
There we go. Got it.
Dwarven Forge. All right. So we got the. Was this the new dungeon? What the heck was this called? Dungeon floor. Dungeon.
Oh god, I don't remember. Ruined dungeon floor, something like that.
I don't know who's got. Finley will know.
I'm gonna.
This is the dungeony floor one.
Dungeony floor.
And Sinister Camera. And this is the like bottomless abyss dungeony floor one. Very nice. Haven't seen done. And this is the 12. It's 12 by 6, which is my new favorite size.
Dungeon floor / bottomless pit. Letitia got it.
Boom. It's not like Letitia has the grimoire memorized or anything. She's the best.
It's more brown than the old gray.
What's more brown than the old gray? Yeah, this has some earth tones to it. A little greenery too. Like see some enhance.
You read it before you go to bed.
Yeah, a little light reading before bed. Like some green bits. It's
People
gonna be neat.
people have asked for us to make them into coffee table books before.
Yeah. Coffee table books of.
Yeah, the graphics team does make just a very cool presentation out of it.
Everything is awesome.
Yeah.
Then we get. Oh, what do we have? So these are test shots are after the mold is made, they run off a pair of castings to and send them to us to make sure everything's great before we go and make 50,000 of the thing or 5,000 or 500 whatever we're doing to make sure everything works. And it's got the that's where the anchor magnet goes. Boom, boom. Something wrong with my mic? I don't know. What does it sound like?
I haven't heard anybody say anything. Yeah, what's going on?
Testing.
Did
What do I
get
sound
jostled?
like? Do I sound extra awesome?
Yeah, nobody said anything about it until now, so I'm a little confused.
So we got that's the curvity guy. This is the
Diagonal.
everything is awesome diagonally guy.
Try refreshing. It might be maybe your stream's not loading well or something.
So this is Merc. These were in Dungeons Reforged, coming soon.
They're casting these now? Yeah, so the only things that they have left to produce are the new pieces, the stuff that needed new molds and test shots. They've finished making all of the existing pieces. So there's just a couple things left.
So jury's out on if we're going to be shipping in November. Tyler still thinks we are. My worry is we have this stuff isn't packed yet, right? They still have to cast these last 6 pieces or whatever, 10 pieces, get them painted, get everything packed, get them into the container, get the container booked on a ship at the busiest shipping time of the year. Then it's got to get here without falling off a boat or whatever, which is, we say that like that's never happened. And then we've got to get through customs, once again, the busiest shipping time of the year, then get unloaded off the boat, the busiest shipping time of the year, then make it to our warehouse, then get received at the warehouse. It's going to be at least, I don't know, it's probably a container and a half or something annoying, right? All that has to get cataloged and received at the warehouse. Then it has to get inspected. Then there's Thanksgiving. So all of this, it's going to be a tight, not a lot of breathing room. If all it takes is one hiccup in there.
Yeah.
And push us into December.
Yeah, basically it's like we're definitely looking at like late November, if it's November, and it's just kind of really what it comes down to is when do we get on this boat? I think is the big thing.
Yep. Well, and does it get through
does it
get through port on time and through customs? And like that last boat got held in customs for a week or whatever, or a container got held, not the but just some nonsense.
So far, basically, there hasn't been any delays that pushes us past November, but we're like looking at it and it's like, if any one of these things doesn't go optimally, we're out of November.
No, we can't roll any ones between here and then. Like it takes is one bad roll and it starts to fall apart.
Yeah, it really just like the biggest factor is just going to be when do we get on that boat?
Yep.
When do we get it booked?
Like getting it booked, picked up on the water, getting here safely and out to port. Like all that's there's so many potential things that could.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. There's like making sure the factory, like when it gets to the warehouse, they have the staff to receive that much material all at once. Like if they're not swamped, I don't. Who knows what else is going to be happening at that exact same time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have to inspect it and make sure. Who knows like. If we find any like Starforge, for instance, Starforge, the Outpost Alpha pledge was all in one box. It was like 80 pounds. It was like this insane. So we had to break that into 2 sub boxes, for instance. Like there could be some discovery like that where we find something. You can see the hard to see the thing. I have it on the Starforge wall just because that's what I had in hand. But you see the teal glow.
Y'all got to beat those tariffs too for the delays are extra bad. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like if the economic situation suddenly explodes. Although, I think as far as tariffs go, what should matter is what they are when we get on the water.
Yep.
So we are currently scheduled to pretty comfortably be on the water before anything changes with the tariffs. So we should, even if it gets held up on the way, we should just be getting hit with the current tariff situation.
Assuming nothing changes between now and when it gets on the water.
Yeah.
Teal is surprisingly sinister. This is true.
Maybe it's because it's like a color that you don't really see in nature very much. It's all looking pretty good.
They everything's good except they missed the pole accessories on this.
Right. So we give them that note. At least it's an easy thing to add in.
Yeah, this thing is gonna be awesome. It's hefty. Hefty boy.
You could hurt somebody with it.
Yeah. The finger.
Oh, we should totally make a guillotine like trap for
drops out of the
yeah.
It's pretty good.
I don't know how it would actually function, but yeah.
Yeah. I know, because it's got to be functional. Like, if we're going to do it, it's got to chop off miniature heads. Like, you know.
Any chance we can get singles at just the base of the maw?
Not currently, but it's an interesting request.
It does seem like one of those pieces that would... It's interesting because it kind of is like a core piece or like an advanced core piece that is tied to...
The thing to do would be make a elevated double door pack that had like 2 of these and 2 of the double door arch and 2 sets of doors. We do some cool doors that are thematic with it, and maybe a couple of pole accessories, whatever. So. And yeah, it fits double doors and city walls. That is.
That's the general. Magic. That's the general vibe of all double door stuff.
Yeah. I think that's all the dungeon stuff that we haven't shown.
Turn the maw top around. That we did.
You see the crazy melty bodies on the back.
You use the base all the time in the mall on special occasions. Yeah, that's kind of the thing, right? Like the base is totally kind of like an advanced core piece.
Yep. And the theory was if you had the existing double door, you could swap in that thing and spruce up your doors. The big door to the big boss fight. Yeah. That's a good. It's a good note about the bases. I'll put it down.
The hole's been checked that they align with the light puck.
Yes. I haven't checked it on this, but I checked it in the last one. Yeah. There's these... I can't remember what the height... I can't remember if it was 1 floor height or if it was on dais height or something in the back. But Michelle sculpted it so these holes would align with the light puck. Assuming... I believe it's if you had put 2... dais pieces behind this, that'll put the light puck so the hole, these 3 holes will line up with it. Yeah. And then you can also you can just put like 1 floor behind to drop it a little lower if you want to have it be more centered in the door. It's fun. I've done a lot of, and you can just put if you just pop it in the dread pedestal, the light puck in the dread pedestal, and slide it up against there. It works really nicely. Centers it up. It's a good one. I've used it a bunch. I think that's it on the dungeons. Anybody have dungeon questions?
Was the acid furnace also in the box?
That acid furnace is with the is in the battery box.
So we're missing the dread pedestal, ziggurat, and acid furnace.
Does the maw fit into a wall floor post? Like a city builder? Yeah, you could put it into a city builder. This is essentially a city builder footprint on the bottom.
I think we did that at some point.
Yeah.
Didn't we? I think we showed it.
I don't know. It feels like 100 years ago. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the back of the maw. Oh, put the maw. I see. So I do the.
Because you could totally, you could totally have it be like a reverse thing. Because honestly, what you could do is you could have 2 of those on either side, like arranged this way, and it could be like steps down into like a fighting pit or something.
Totally.
Make a fighting pit going around it, and those are like the entrance. Yes. You've got like the barred doors.
But Michelle, once again, went out of her way to make the back feel different, so that you have a different look.
Yeah.
Someone was asking about Lowtown replacements. We missed that in the news.
Oh yeah.
Because somebody didn't send an update out either. So the low time replacements have not shipped. They were supposed to ship this week, and they have not shipped. Jay is still sorting out how we're shipping them, so I don't think they're going out till next month. But we will see. They are still happening. We've not forgotten about them.
Some hiccup happened. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. The horns are not removable. I mean, anything's removable with enough power tools and staunch will. But they're not removable. They were removable for casting, but they're one big piece. I don't think the factory's struggling. Oh, it's this. The placement's done where the holdup is trying to figure out how to ship this stuff. It's a whole, I don't know.
What's the most economical way to get it out?
Yeah, and does everything have to come here first? And I don't know. Jay's got some crazy matrix of like, what if we do this here and move that here and this there, and what, I don't know what method of shipping and what are they being packaged in and what are yada.
Yeah, international shipping is a very complicated, tangled web. Speaking of shipping, actually, this is probably something that's good to say. If you've placed an order recently, please give us a little extra time to get them all out.
It's been a crazy backup, huh?
On top of the restock and Starforge launch, we always get a ton of orders anytime there's a restock. We had a larger than usual, even for a restock, amount of orders come in, so they were working on those. And then in the week since then, because of the price increase, there's been still just a lot of orders coming in. And then we've had like 300 orders come in between yesterday and today alone, which is way more than the usual, like,
so on top
20 to 30.
On top of the order already, it's been
The factory is going to be, or not the factory, the warehouse is going to be working on getting these out for a while. Like we've got much more work for them than usual, so it's going to take them a little longer than usual to get these things shipped out.
So unfortunately, be patient.
Mm-hmm.
Dragus is asking if they have to email, people have to email to be included. So low time replacements, everybody's getting the pegs, the full length pegs, and the Assassin's Perch, or the Assassin's Love seat, whatever the roof perch. And then if you didn't like your trapdoors, you had to email in.
Yes. That's great though. Lots of orders. Yeah, it's a good problem to have.
Oh, it's the best problem to have.
But it is just it's funny. We're set up to do not that many orders at a time, just because that is what we usually have. So then when we get hit with 300 orders in a day,
10
it's
times the normal.
It's kind of just, our warehouse doesn't have a ton of extra people on hand to just handle
we're not
that.
ready for that.
Yeah.
The last thing on Dungeons is, so this means, assuming we're starting shipping in November, December, it means that shipping's probably going to go through some of the international stuff and whatever. It's going to probably rolling into January, which means this will then probably not hit the web store till like February, is my guess.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I think February is a good estimate.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll surprise you and do it earlier, but yeah. Ultimately, just for that launch, we need to see what happens with getting the stuff over here.
I mean, we actually need to get the dungeon stuff here before we sell it.
Yes.
If it takes an
takes
integral step in the whole process of having this stuff.
If it takes, if it's a wildland situation and it takes 6 weeks for it to get on a boat, that's gonna just push everything back.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I would assume that if you emailed them, they've got you on the queue, because I think from what I've heard, they're keeping like a list of everybody that's contacted. They just might not have the bandwidth to respond. Yeah.
Hey.
Is that everything?
Should we go into cities?
Yeah.
All right. So I made a list of things we got cooking. So we already talked about Pledge Manager launch. That will be the 23rd of September that will launch, and it will run through October 16th.
Yes. October 16th.
Yeah. We sent the poll out for new sets to be added to the Pledge Manager. Do we have a cutoff date on the poll? We didn't. Did we give people?
I said we'd run it for a week.
Okay.
So
you
plan
heard
is
it
like through
here
next Wednesday.
first and last.
I assume that after like the
A couple
first
of
2
days,
days,
yeah.
it's gonna level off.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What do you have anything? I can't remember if we told people about it or not. The grass terrain tray, we are doing a new art for an all grass terrain tray, a mossy meadow or a meadow with some little yellow flowers. We should have some art to show you next week. We're real close on it. Just need to print it full size, make sure it's working. Might have one round of tweaks, but we'll have something to show next week, I believe. So you can see that, and we'll definitely have it to show in the Pledge Manager. Unlike, we didn't have Starforge terrain trays.
Yeah.
Like in the Pledge Manager, they still weren't. It was
Anyway, we didn't have it until like months after.
Yeah, we have new artists. We're cooking along fast. So we'll have that. We'll have the new grass terrain tray to show you. So that'll be something to look forward to. We also, I think we mentioned it in the final stream, but it's worth mentioning again. We're adding decals to the magnetic hanging sign.
I was literally about to ask about that.
So we'll have those to. Someone already asked about that.
No, I was literally about to ask about that.
So we'll have those to show definitely by the Pledge Manager maybe soon. But it should be. It's a very good idea, and it's gonna be a great opportunity to have. Like the sign was waiting for it. It was flat and ready. So we'll have a variety of little decals you can put on there to bedazzle your sign. So good suggestion.
Because I think so many of you have multiple signs, and so being able to actually make them do different jobs would be nice.
Well, and you'll get a sheet of whatever, like 20 stickers with each set. So like if you already have a whole bunch of signs, you're gonna have extra stickers you can stick around. So.
You might be able to use them on things that aren't even the signs too. Just put them on the outside of a building or something.
Totally. Graffiti, playbill.
Yeah.
Totally. Excuse me. Yeah, so that'll be neat. Something to look forward to. What was my question? Oh man, I had a question I was going to ask. Hold on. It was, when the thing is like going to tip your brain, something triggers the thought, and then
was it about the decals? Like what they want to see or something, or do we know what we're doing?
I have it written down. I'll come back to it.
All right.
So more videos triggered it. So we're gonna shoot some more videos for the Pledge Manager. Currently on queue, we're gonna do a dirt path hands-on. That'll do the dirt paths and the advanced, the dirt paths and advanced pieces for the dirt paths. We have a whole bunch. So we've got 2 sets of the advanced now, and Miles is kicking out another 2 sets. We'll get those hamster painting those. So we'll have enough to actually do some big, cool, elaborate bits. So we'll have a hands-on of that, and then we'll do like a compatibility dirt paths with maybe some wildlands and who knows what else. Are there any other videos that would be helpful to finalizing your pledges? That's question number 1. Like what else would you need? I wrote this down on a piece of paper. Let's see if I find it. I had another question to ask people. Hey.
Let's see. Just get off my biome. We just make a little poster that tells people to leave wherever they are. If we did the get out of my swamp thing, we could put it on the magnetic boulder from Wildlands. Get off my tutor. Doesn't mean anything. Nobody would call their house their tutor. Ready, miss modular ships? Yeah. We went over the modular ship plans. We've canned Perilous Frontiers. We don't think people are going to use sand or desert terrain. Just sand or desert. Nobody's going to use sand or snow terrain. People just never adventure there. However, a modular ship system sounds like it would get a lot of mileage. So
No
we're
idea.
pivoting fully. What's up?
Oh, I don't know. The problem with analog notes is sometimes I misplace them. When I'm driving the car, I write on a piece of paper of things to remember when I get to the studio.
And then you lose the paper.
Because I have a stack of 100 analog notes. What did we come up with? What for videos? What did they? Any?
Nothing.
All right, good. That's great. So you got those two to look forward to, and done. It's gonna kill me. What was the thing I was gonna ask them? What else are we doing? This, we're doing Perilous. We're doing, I don't know.
Where Heroes Dare?
And then last bit I had was I can't I hate saying stuff and then not being able to show it, but we got two colors for the maple tree. So right at the final stretch of the campaign, we unlocked those trees, which is really exciting. And we were trying to see if we could get two colors that worked really well for those. So Erin has got a scheme. She tweaked all three trees, so they work sort of both with the whole offer and with the extended tree family. So they're all hitting different notes from the existing trees that we have. But they're not fall trees, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Wolf-Face Killer.
Wolf-Face Killer.
No autumnal trees yet, but
we
do at some point we'll have to do the whole. We'll have enough that we can do a whole collection.
We do have a video specifically about how to do custom paint to make autumnal trees. So if you do paint it all yourself, or if you want to try it out, check out that video. I think it's literally just Dwarven Forge fall trees should bring that up.
Boom.
Yeah, it should work on any of our trees.
And we'll have those either next week. I don't know if Erin's bringing them with her or if she's shipping them, but we'll have them in the next week or two to show. But it's essentially the magnolia tree is slightly cooler. The maple tree is a more yellow green for the green one and a sort of dark burgundy purple for the purpley one. And the set will be one of each. It'll be the magnolia, which is a large base, and then one of each color of the maple. So you get a little variety pack. It should be neat. So something to look forward to. Oh, we can't wait to show it to you.
Yeah, that was the question everybody had, was how they're gonna split them up. For some reason, I always assumed all the Dwarven Forge team works at the same place, and a few of them work remotely.
We have more people remotely post-COVID than pre-COVID.
A lot of that was, COVID, people started going remote, and then also people just kind of started moving out of the city. Used to be here. Although, sculpting-wise, Eli and Michelle were always remote.
Well, ironically, Michelle moved to Pennsylvania to get closer to the studio, and it was like...
And then COVID hit.
I feel it was like November of 2019 or whatever, and then it was like not even 6 months or something. It was like 1 trip, 2 trips to the studio, and then like the world shut down. It's crazy. Letitia started working at home and never looked back. It was like found her happy spot. Cats all day.
A lot of it has just been people not wanting to deal with New York prices.
Yeah,
too.
No, it's stupid. Yeah.
Would you open to 2 separate tree packs? It seemed like a lot of people liked one color or the other. I think that's just hard to...
Yeah, we're just going to do one. We talked about it, and it just doesn't make sense on our end. But if you really like one and not the other, do a tradesies with somebody like
that's
down the forum, right?
That's fair.
Tree trade.
What if we just randomized it?
Oh, blind box trees.
Yeah.
We have like one out of 10 has autumnal trees.
Yeah.
A secret skew. Yeah. I'll get them painted.
Any thoughts on price yet? Do we feel like we have pricing locked in?
Pricing for what?
The tree pack. Do you think pricing is locked in, or?
I bet it's very close to what Tyler has on the spreadsheet. I don't know.
I could look up the spreadsheet if we want to say what it's ballparking.
Yeah, we can ballpark it.
Let's see. Where are they?
I just learned about Labubus at Gen Con.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's the most frustrating thing. No, my girlfriend started. Well, she was slightly interested because everybody else is getting into them, and then we walked into a deli, had had a sign out front that was just saying that they got Labubus at this deli
At a deli.
because they're
Oh,
desperately
I
trying to
love
bring people
that.
in. So we walked in to look at it, and she looked at the images on the box. She's like, "These are all." She's like, "I don't like any of these. Like these are all just ugly." And I'm like,
That's a
"Yeah."
whole,
So we walked away.
so
It was
funny.
great.
Blind boxes.
Okay, so both it
Pazuzu.
looks like both of the stump lump packs are targeting around 50 painted, 25 unpainted, and then the tree toppers are about 80 painted, 45 unpainted.
Nice.
Is what it looks like.
So the tree toppers are separate from the stump lumps. So there'll be it's one large base and two small bases for the tree toppers, and then the bottoms are similar. And that way you can just get the toppers if you already have a bunch of stump lumps from Wildlands, or you could get top and bottom, or just whatever. You can mix and match however you need.
We were wanting to keep it in line with the trees we've got in other biomes, so that you can always just mix and match them the way you'd like.
The idea is we're trying to have all the trees be in that ratio of one big and two small, so that anytime you're getting packs, you can mix and match. So if you have one pack of stump lumps and two packs of toppers, you always have.
Yeah, and you can combine any tree topper pack with any stump lump pack,
Yep.
and they will always go together perfectly.
That's the plan.
Are there
Until
trunk
it's not.
are there trunk extensions so you can have varying heights?
There's
maple comes
the
with one?
small one has the single stage. The magnolia does not, but you could use the existing extension to extend the magnolia up or whatever.
For the restock coming up, somebody brought up that the extensions would be great for the individual piece store.
Yeah, they would.
Because they're hard to fit into packs sensibly, but they're really good for individual piece store, I think.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That was you? Excellent. Okay, so you're just all over the trees in the Discord.
Yeah, it's a good one. That's all I've got on cities updates. Was there anything else I missed? Yes, there will be. So for the stump lumps, there's going to be there's the pack there'll be a pack that has two of the planters and one of the large with the ring. That'll then have the little potted plants go over it, and then there'll also be a pack that's just the square planters, because those can take small or large, and it's like a 6-pack, I think, because people are going to probably want a lot of those for their cities to go to another thing. So it'll be kind of neat. Speaking of cities, what I'm really excited about is because we unlocked a bunch of the stuff that we were going to put in the second Cities Reforged. We have a pretty clean slate. Like we have there's a lot of directions we can go with the next Cities Reforged, which is exciting because we cannibalized a bunch of it, so it opens up some more space to do some stuff. So
now they're not even getting the trees.
No.
Like,
yeah. So it's just like it gives us a lot of room to kind of maneuver. So I'm excited to see where we go.
We got to do something other than just streets. So.
Yeah. No, it's got to be an offer that looks like something. So we will see, and that's honestly, that's not going to happen till the beginning of 2027. I don't think realistically. If we get Perilous out on time in April, I don't think we can launch a thing in like October, November that same year, realistically. Like back to the envelope math, it's like by the time we actually because if we launch Perilous April 15th, that means we're closing the Pledge Manager right around Gen Con, and Gen Con rolls in, and like getting it, we'd have to be starting, if we're launching the thing October, like we did for Dungeons, we really need to be starting all that in July when we still was in Pledge Manager. I think it's just going to be too madness. We'll see.
With the size of Perilous,
that's the why we're in. Also,
we just have to see.
If Perilous slides a month, then it's already,
We just have to see what can happen. As long as I can recreate Brunk Hollow, we're good. Why do you know Brunk Hollow? Hang on a second.
What is Brunk Hollow?
Brunk Hollow is the game I've been playing in for the last couple of months. It's like a no low magic, but mostly no magic setting, and it's very like Western themed.
What's the mechanic? Is it? Or
So the mechanic is it's not a mechanic so much as
I mean, what framework? What is it? It's a brand new RPG.
oh
Not
it's
like
5e.
okay, you got
It
it.
is
It's a
it is
5e.
5e. It's just it's a
The
setting.
skin
Yeah.
for 5e. Cool.
Yeah.
That's fun. Broncolor.
Plug
How
in
does it
heights
translate to this kind of westerny?
very well, honestly.
Yeah.
It's fun because a lot of the it's interesting because it feels like you're kind of seeing the Wild West start to develop um in it, because what it is like guns are kind of people are trying to invent guns basically right now because they don't have access to magic.
That's awesome.
So
Oh, I
it's
love that.
yeah.
You're heading towards the Wild West based on the
Yeah.
scarcity of magic.
Yeah, and then like a lot of the
That's cool.
aesthetic is just very Western. Like
Yeah.
all the characters um have that general vibe. And it's just a lot of traveling by because people can't teleport and stuff. So you're a
There's
lot
a
of
lot
traveling by
of
horseback and
fun
wagon.
adventure tropes around the Wild West. Like it's a
Yes.
good, like it's ripe for
There's
adventuring.
there's just something about yeah, like the good,
A lot
bad,
of
and
good
the ugly.
archetypes. A lot of good. It's just sort of like the
Yeah.
story. Like it's very conducive to a fun narrative.
It's wild. It's such a specific kind of setting that is nothing like anything that any of us have lived in.
Yeah.
Like nobody alive today has lived a life anything like that. But there's
No.
something just like super compelling about like Tombstone or True
Yeah.
Grit or like any of that stuff. Like there's just
Yeah.
something about it. I don't know what it is. Yeah.
You know what I finally played. I played 2 sessions of Daggerheart
Yeah.
and loved it. It was everything like reading through it. I'm like, oh, this sounds good, and it's just as good on the table, if not better. I really, yeah, I really like. I don't know. I thought it was very well thought. I mean, basically, it took everything I love by Powered by the Apocalypse, threw some D&D on it, and called it a day.
Is it I haven't gotten to play yet. I've picked up some things here and there about it. Is it using Power by the Apocalypse or is it
No, it's just ripping it off. I mean, it's just
Okay.
it's taking
taking
a
some
lot
of
of
the
that, the
ideas,
heart,
but-
the essence of that, the combination of letting the players fill in the blanks and the kind of role with success or consequence, failure, success or successful consequence, kind of taking that idea, putting hope and fear on it to give it a little bit of nuance. But it's that same sort of the players go until you like their actions then will trigger a GM move. It's not like turn-based. It's much more fluid narrative that's then based on their roles going poorly, then let you keep ratcheting up the thing.
That's kind of fun. It reminds me of there's a system that nobody knows that I played a bit of called North Sea Epilogues, and I loved running that because it's entirely narrative driven combat where you never roll against the players.
Yeah.
As the GM, I did like a three part one shot that I ran, and but what you do is you just describe what is happening to and around them, and they explain how they're going to handle it.
Yeah.
You figure out the DC based on that. They roll for it, and then based on like the level
You
of
see
success,
what the consequences are based on
the level of success, like, but they get to explain. They get
What
to
they're
describe
doing.
like how it is that they failed or how it is that they. So it's really interesting.
Similar
Yeah.
art that sort of you trying to give some of the storytelling to the players, and then narratively you just sort of a lot of freeform, a lot of improv building on what's happening and the themes they were, and then the fear mechanic is neat. So you roll hope or fear. You got the 2d12s. Every player's rolling 2d12, so it's an interesting curve, like the bell curve of their rolls instead of the d20 swingy. It's like it's clustered around that 13. But if their fear die rolls higher than their hope die, they can still succeed. You total it together, but you get a fear counter. So I use like poker chips. So like the GM is starting to build up fear, which is this meta currency which you use. So then you can when you finally get when it's your turn to do a move, if you've banked a bunch of fear, you can like activate every monster on the board or do some crazy, or activate like you can. So it's kind of scary for them. Like I stack the stack in front of like the screen at the table, so like they can see the fear building up, and are like, so far things are working, but when it goes awry, like it's gonna get bad. So there's this kind of a little dread or something where
breaks, it can really
there's this physical thing that you're like is creating a little bit of nervousness around like what are the consequences gonna be when this dam breaks. kind of thing, which is pretty neat. And then
Interesting. I do
and
want to
then the
try
players
it.
are getting hope when they roll, when their hope dice high, they're getting hope chits with their spending to do their special, like, juice up their moves with their hopes. They're trying to kind of burn their hope before, or to use it to get out of jail free kind of thing. So it's,
Some of that kind of makes me think of 10 Candles too. I don't
I
know.
have
It's
not
interesting.
played 10 Candles.
I wanna try Daggerheart at some point.
Wow. It's
Yeah.
really, I think you'd dig it. It feels like
Yeah.
it plays to your improv strengths, and like it still has a whole system, right? There's the characters are deep. There's a lot of fun. There's enough crunch in there and enough depth in there to be exciting, but then there's that free flowing narrative. Like it just moves. Like, for instance, so Hawken is only 9, and so his brain's a little more free. And so I was playing with the kids, right? And Grayson's been playing so much D&D that it's very rooted in, like, okay, I get one move, I get one action, whatever. And it was like, okay, well, I'm going to move up and I'm going to attack. And then Hawken's like, well, I'm going to just kind of like throw my grappling hook up into that tree and swing over and do this thing. It was already like thinking cinematically, like, I'm like, that's the game there. Like, stop being locked into, like, you can only do this, in a little more flow of like, okay, how am I going to affect this story in a cool way?
It's not just a prescriptive like
Yep.
list of ways that you can
do this and then
things that you can interact with.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's neat. What the heck were we talking about?
Oh man.
Wait, while we're on the tangent, another thing I played, which is not a tabletop RPG, but I'm sure you know of Thunderfolk, right?
Yes.
So I beat
really want to play it.
Thunderfolk with the kids. It's amazing for anybody that is, if you're a forever GM and you want to have a kind of a D&D like story, but you don't have no one else to run it. It's essentially a video game.
It's a video game.
Board
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Right, because it's a video game for console, but everybody uses their phone as a controller. So you have your stats are on your phone. Everybody's looking at the big screen for the movement. It's like Gloomhaven meets Final Fantasy Tactics, right? So it's turn-based. Yeah, you've got an adventuring party of anthropomorphic animals. You got 4 animals. You got the fighter, the wizard, the extra wizard, the bard, the rogue, and the ranger. And so you pick 4 of them. You have different cards for your powers and whatever. But everybody's looking at this big shared screen, but you're running your stuff, like all your character management is on your phone, and it's really tactical. It requires all this team. Like you have to really set. Like it gets really hard especially if you ratchet the difficulty level up. It is like really crunchy and tricky, but like wrapped in fun animals and a cool story and all that, whatever, and like. And all the collaboration of D&D, of the problem solving. What do you have? What can you bring to the table that'll help us with this thing? And everybody's trying to figure out how to sort of solve the puzzle, but you don't know what everybody's cards are and stuff. So you're not managing everybody. So like each person is you're busy trying to run your thing. It's really fun. It's a cool line, and it's like it's really neat.
The only reason I haven't played it is I'm waiting to just get a group together because I don't want to start it on my own.
You need a group. You need a group. It's like the fun is having a bunch of people to work, and then you get to after each combat, you go back to town, and there's this whole town interface where you're talking to different NPCs and bit of affinity and buying stuff and crafting things. And so like you take 15 minutes in town, then when everybody's ready, you go, let's go to the next thing, and you're choosing the next adventure and you're going on, and it's like it's really neat. Like the tactical, and it just feels, it has that board gamey feel, but the computer's dealing with all the crunch, and it's like it's really, and you have items that you can use that then you can put in the middle of one of your move cards. So there's all sorts of crazy combos you can do. If you're like, all right, partway through my move, I'm going to stop and I'm going to use this item to then trigger this thing to push that guy to move. Like it's really crunchy in a fun way. Like
I was gonna say it kind of reminds me of Descent a little bit, which is like a video game board game. Like it's a board game that has a video.
This
aspect.
is sort of the opposite.
Yeah.
This is the video game that has like
a board game
feel
aesthetic.
versus a board game that has video game feel.
Yeah, man,
it's really good.
So trees.
So so we have a tree pack's coming.
What game? That was Thunderfolk.
Thunderfolk.
It blew up like a month and a half ago. Everybody's talking about it.
I think in April or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it a couple months ago? Time may have just passed. But like I know like Jasmine Bueller, a lot of big D&D people were talking about it.
It scratches that itch in such a good way because it's a collaborative. Like everybody's trying to pitch in and figure out how the heck do we solve this thing because it's hard. Like the levels are hard and varied and can be really lethal, and it's So it's really neat. Okay, so we got Do we have any other city stuff? I was going to bring up the path pieces and play with those.
Oh yeah,
If we
that'd be
don't,
fun.
if we don't have anything else we had to cover, any questions? Did we miss any questions? I feel like
We ended up answering the big tree questions. Where people was asking
Oh.
how we were going to sell them.
and Muscle Worm so we told about we said what the packs were roughly. We can maybe next week we can go over the packs specifically. We'll have some stuff to show. What was can you scroll down? What was Muscle had a question about using DF terrain for
with Daggerheart.
Daggerheart.
So, yeah, because of the movement, right?
so
Because they use ranges, right, and not.
So what's neat
Yeah.
is they have range zones. So I did builds for both sessions, and they have the range is melee, which is your adjacent, close, which is your within. They say, what do they say? The size of a playing card, roughly 3 inches. So it's like 3 squares if you want to use squares. That was melee, very close, which is 6 inches the size of a pencil or 6 squares. Far, which is 12 inches, and very far, which is anything more than 12 inches. Or I guess where they say far is a piece of paper. The idea is that sort of you could just use stuff at the table to quickly, but you basically just eyeball. Like I was just eyeballing it because I didn't care. Like I just, like I just wanted to not be hung up on the crunch of like, well, it's 7 squares. This. I just wanted to be like, all right, does that feel like it's close? Yeah, you can get in and do that thing. Like, is it neat and going to propel the story? Yeah, just you can get in and do that. Like,
It doesn't sound like a.
It could be if you wanted to be like a real stickler on it and count the squares and stuff where you could, but it's they kind of encourage you to just sort of like use a rough, like use a pencil as the measuring thing of like it's just sort of spongy, like the size. It's like.
How used is that pencil though? Like,
yeah, exactly. It's been whittled down or whatever. But the idea is sort of just, you can kind of eyeball it on the fly, and then because it's a little more freeform and narrative driven and cinematic, that you can like the more stuff you put in a build, the more of a playground it is for the players. Like Hawken looking at this tall tree that was there that just because needed a close tree. It was like, I want to use my grappling hook to swing up the thing. Like everything now is becoming a potential springboard. One of the other kids was like, one of their friends was like, oh wait, that thing looks like it's a plant that could grapple them. I wonder if I'm gonna throw the horse in there and of course now, yeah, that's a plant that grapples because it's clearly the grapple vine and whatever. Everything on the board now becomes in play in an interesting way. So having terrain really helps. Instead of them having to say, hey, is there anything interesting around I can use? They can just look at look at your build and go, oh yeah, what if I could use this thing to do whatever? And I thought terrain really was conducive to it because it let me put a lot of sort of fun, sort of improv hooks there, right? Just interesting. It was a wilderness thing, so I put a lot of interesting plants and weird things out there so that they could, anything that caught their interest, they could figure out a way to maybe use it and do whatever. And sure enough, they were moving stuff around. They're like, oh, can we uproot this plant to put it over here because we think guys are coming and stuff. So definitely works really well with terrain. At least in my grand experience of 2 games, not yet played with adults. All right, I was gonna get those pieces. Were there any questions that we missed?
Yeah, so there's 2 that came in asking about stuff for adding the Pledge Manager. Imperial Streets sidewalks not planned to go in the Pledge Manager, especially because we're planning to redo them.
Yes.
In the next Cities Reforged, and no plan for a new sculpted battle board.
Not
currently either.
But we have been hearing requests.
Yes.
Yeah.
3
hours of price rise must be the giveaway.
While this is going on, our giveaway word is going to be tangent. So go ahead.
Where did that come from?
Dragos. Yeah. So go ahead if you want a chance to win a $50 Dwarven Forge gift card. Type tangent into the chat. I will roll it in a couple minutes. So you got a little more time. I should have done cosine. Cosine would have been funnier. Cosine totally would have been funnier. I shouldn't have given Dragos what he wanted. I should have done cosine. Oh well. Hey, speaking of video games that really capture the D&D feel or vibe, this is pretty different from Sunderfolk, but Wildermyth. Wildermyth is incredible. Wildemyth. It's interesting because there's a lot of games that have tried to kind of feel mechanically like D&D, and I feel like usually those don't come off feeling as much like D&D to me as Wildermyth does. Wildermyth controls very differently. It's not taking like the the aesthetics of D&D as much, but just the way that it is set up, the way that you have a party that operates in kind of a West Marches style a bit, and then the way that uh, uh, the way that random events happen. Because what it is there's hundreds of random events that can trigger every time that you move a party somewhere, and then it's constantly randomly generating how those scenes play out, and then you can uh, take different tactical approaches to every obstacle that comes up based on what this certain party member's stat is that relates to this thing. And it feels more like building a D&D narrative than any other game I've played, really. Because what it is you've got all these scenarios that you're playing through. Uh, and just like with using a pre-written module in D&D, those scenarios, you can play through the same story multiple times, basically, but because of the random events that are constantly happening, you can feel just entirely different every time you go through. And then permanent changes will happen to characters. They'll get permanently changed by just things that happen if they take a grievous wound, or if they have an event where they get like touched by an elemental or something, and they kind of carry those stories forward. It's interesting how it is Wildermyth. It's just a phenomenal game.
Is it tabletop or video game?
It's a video game, and it's interesting. I was talking about how it's interesting that it feels like it captures the feel of D&D to me more than a lot of games that are trying to look like D&D and have like, oh, you're rolling a D20 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This game doesn't do that, but it's just the way that the narrative works.
The way the story sort of builds on itself.
Yeah, because you've got pre-written adventures that you're going through basically every time you're talking about a campaign, but the campaign is just giving you like your general objective and scenario, and then there's so many random events that happen throughout it. It's just constantly rolling for random things to come across, and those same events can go different ways all the time. And so it's just every time you run through that adventure, it can feel completely different, and you're building up a party of characters who get changed over the course of the adventure and kind of carry those things forward with them. It's a phenomenal game.
It's not rolling a d20 isn't what makes D&D D&D. It's
No.
the story building on itself
Yeah.
in unexpected ways and compounding. Like your choices affecting where the story goes is what makes D&D feel like D&D.
Mm-hmm. It is multiplayer too as well.
It is what?
It's multiplayer too as well. You can
nice.
Yeah, so you can have, because you start with a party of 3 people, but you can get more people over time.
What was it called? Wildermyth.
Wildermyth. Wildermyth.
No.
I've just played it single player, and it works very well there. But you can very easily. I mean, honestly, it does its multiplayer in a way very similar to Baldur's Gate 3.
Is that everybody has to have their own console?
You can assign. Yeah, people have other consoles, but you can like assign characters to specific people, and move it around. Yeah, great game.
I remember what I wanted to ask people. As I found my note, it was sitting right on my desk with the 9 other notes, but I just looked over too quickly. So we're gearing up for PAX Unplugged, and my question is, what do people want to see in terms of booth builds? Like, what would be neat to see there? So right now, I was thinking we'd have some Cities Reforged spotlight, right? Show off some of the new stuff for folks that had backed it, and so we should probably show some dungeon stuff, particularly because it's coming to the store shortly after PAX. What else? And don't quote me on this, but I'm hoping we'll be ready to show a Perilous, a little preview of Perilous. But what would you like to see built at the booth, like or featured at the booth, right? We normally will do a sandbox, a store section, and some builds showcasing stuff. What would be neat there? Bard's Own. I like The Hobbit. Build bag end using tutor. A good flow would be Cities reforged, cult into wildlands, into caverns, and then a crashed spaceship. Not at all ambitious. Oh, Hoppy, you're probably going to be there, right? Isn't Hoppy, you're normally at PAX?
Poppy's usually there.
Yeah. Careless Bean, Starforged dropship, landing on a volcanic planet. Not at all specific. I love it, Bidley. It's great. Tight transition between biomes, plus a bigger story build. Sinister, Halloweeny, spooky, multi-level dungeons. Biome transition methods are always a plus. A big build with hidden things, so I have lots to look for. You almost got enough to do most of the Hobbit terrain-wise. Removable levels, different biomes mixed in different levels. People love Wildlands, so tutor in Wildlands with sinister dungeons. Grass feels Shire-esque. It does. So there's a lot of sort of combo, right? People asking for combos and transitions. Right? Show that the world is all connected. Okay. Hobby's gonna be hungover for day one.
Nice.
Good plan. Good
First
plan.
day's the day before. PAX is so weirdly early this year.
It's freaking me out.
Yeah.
Should I get stairs and level shifting functions?
What if we just make a Dungeon Reforged build that just is a classic Zelda map, and we're using the stairs down insert and stuff, and we just set it up to be very clearly recognizable as Zelda. Just make a bunch of like box rooms with
Oh, just the rectangles.
yeah
4x3 rectangles with doors on 3 sides.
We should do that just to be able to show it off in general. Like maybe even not for PAX,
It'd be
but
fun. If we were doing PAX East, I feel like that would be a good hit
because it's so video gamey. Or PAX
right?
West.
Like exactly, like one of the full PAX Paxton.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? What's the what's the plural of PAX?
PAXes? PAXI?
Paxes? Paxton? Pax?
Paxton.
I don't know. So, while we're waiting for that, is it good?
Let's roll this giveaway. Because we're right
Yeah.
here. Let's go ahead and roll it. Well, we got 69 entries.
Let's do it.
I'm Spoonbender has won. Longtime viewer. Had recently chatted. I'm going to whisper you real quick.
Wait, what was the neat idea? Oh, it's going to be gone now.
I think they said neat idea.
Dungeon idea. Hoppy was responding to.
Hoppy's actually. Have a few. They might be talking about the dungeon, the Zelda dungeon. A few dungeons on terrain trace you swap out as they move through.
Yeah.
Wow, Spoonbender has never won despite watching for ages.
The Academy of Dwarven Artists. Yeah. The Academy accepts your thanks. All right, so this is currently so humble. This is currently what we have mapped out as the bundle, the path bundle for the Pledge Manager. So I figured I could push this around a little bit. I just arbitrarily started putting roads out without really a plan. Let's see, let's get this advanced stuff in here. So what we're gonna do, any requests what I should do with this?
Make a path.
I can't
Make a road.
Vendors never won. That feels unjust.
All of that is in the bundle? Yes.
Yeah. It's a big boy. So it's two cores, 2 advanced, 1 transition, 1 intersection, 1 dirt floor.
You should make a little like a road shoulder there, like where you pull over.
Wait, we're pulling this car over?
Yeah.
We're pulling this carriage over. We're not going to
There you go. Like where you stop and get out to look at the canyon.
Yeah. Let's do it. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, once you get the advanced pieces in the dirt, like
you can do these pieces are like they're so satisfying. I was getting a closer. Trying to show the whole kit and caboodle.
Could be a campsite along the side of a path. Yeah, what if you just make a campsite Just a little hiking trail.
Yeah, they're very very satisfying to work with.
Yes, IME. This is all the stuff that's in the bundle, I believe.
It's currently the idea was to just to build around with it a little bit to make sure it's like a good mix before we commit. We want to make sure we're delivering stuff that's going to be useful. Right? You can actually build the things you want to build. Let's do a. Maybe we'll open up into a big. Let's do a big thing over here.
The bundle ended up being a lot bigger than it had previously been ballparked. Ends up almost double what was previously in discussion, so probably have to go with individual packs. How much is in here currently?
Two cores, one intersection,
Crossroads.
one transition, two advanced, one dirt floor.
That looks like everything on the sheet. Actually, doesn't look like that much more than what was being ballparked, I think. 2 cores, 2 advanced cores, 1 crossroad, 1 transition, and then dirt.
Dirt. I like dirt. Dirt.
It's moist and soft.
Honestly,
and gets
I
everywhere.
would take more, like, I almost want more advanced. Well, it's a bundle. It's supposed to be sort of a good toolbox, but like, I feel like you're never going to have enough because these the advanced pieces are 2x2. You eat them up fast, like because you wish you use them everywhere. I don't know.
Yeah, the advanced core, it takes twice as many pieces to get the same coverage. 4 times
and
as many.
You want to use
Yeah.
You want to be using a bunch of them. That's the fun. They're like very satisfying.
So we're targeting.
I've got a
just under 500 painted, just under 250 unpainted at this composition. That's cool.
What's cool?
Just that section.
Oh, like you can do any, like it's bonkers. Like you can just put you can build anything. Uh-oh, am I out?
Bundle config is not finalized. They are building with it to make sure that this works. To make sure it doesn't feel like it needs more or less, honestly. But this is what it seems like would be a good composition.
I'm already in trouble because I don't have enough.
Are you out of a inside curve?
Yeah, I didn't put one here, so we're not gonna knock you out. We're gonna put. Let's see. We've got 2 of these.
So you could already use another advanced.
I know. Basically. I've already used up the advanced. Oh, I have one here. Let's see.
I mean, you're getting a ton of coverage with this, though.
Oh yeah. I could steal one here. Let's see. What else are we gonna do? We're gonna put
6 core, 4 transitions, 6 advanced. Maybe that's way too much.
What?
Vertex is thinking 6 core, 4 transitions, 6 advanced. That is a lot. That's a lot of coverage. It depends on how big your table is and what builds you want to make.
Number of core because the advanced can do everything.
Mm-hmm.
The core can. I mean, it's faster. The core is faster, right? You can just slap down these 4x4s, or whatever. But you can build every shape that's in the core. You can build with the advanced. But the ultimate, the mix is like you could. I don't know. What was it for? How many? It also depends on what you're going to build, right?
That's the thing is, yeah, like what's going to be right for you depends on the size of your table and what it is you want to make. Like you're covering like a 2x3 area basically.
Yeah.
Right now,
I still have dirt left over. Hang on, we're gonna.
You have dirt left over, and you'd want some grass floors to fill in the gaps here, or houses, or whatever.
Trees, or yeah.
But like, yeah, if you don't really build larger than a 2x2 or a 3x3, it kind of seems like this bundle would cover whatever paths you need for it. Because this map is dense with roads.
And this is 2-2.
I think if you were going to add anything onto this, it would be like another advanced, just so you have more flexibility.
Yep.
Just because the advanced opens up so much.
But it also depends what you're doing, right? If you just
Yeah.
want to run a bunch of stuff in between your buildings, and you don't want a bunch of big open areas, or you don't want to have a lot of fiddly, I think it's about the right. It feels like about the right mix.
I'm trying to imagine needing needing more roads than this for most one session builds, you know?
Oh yeah, no, this would cover just about any single session. Like if you were doing your 3-shot, this would cover you all three. Each session you could have another setup in Western Town. All right, so I did a bad job with these guys. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's see. Oh, no more straights. I've got more dirt here. Yeah, I can't even use all these up. Oh, and I have these guys up. Wow. What do we want to see? I don't know if he's effectively a roundabout.
A grass island in the dirt.
It's totally not quicksand.
There was a fun thing you had done with taking those convexes that come with the transition page or transition pack and making a little island in the middle with them.
Gotta steal. Let's see.
Oh, I just meant like the grass banks.
Doing it with grass banks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm already here. I might as well. I'm committed. Do I have any more convexes here? No. All my convex. Wait, am I short? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, does that kick out? Yes. Run. You're gonna still steal you here. Yeah, it's very conducive to like platformy quicksand nonsense. Let's put these dirt banks as the grass banks.
Finley, the transition pack comes with some convex grass banks, just so you can round it off. Boop. We have some people ask why they were in there. It's because if you do get just a transitions pack and you don't want to do full dirt roads,
you can use it with the rest of the banks. Right?
Yeah,
you can connect it out.
And more specifically, it makes it kind of a standalone pack because if you just want to do the dirt road going up to like a house, like the door of a house, because there's extra banks, you then put more. You can take those other banks that are there to wrap it around to if it's a 4x4 house, you can wrap it around the outside of the house basically.
Those little guys, like they're just useful.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna find yourself using them a lot. Let's build a. Let's just do like a one. Let's forget the dirt for a sec. We're gonna pull the dirt out. We're gonna do like the swerviest road known to man. Mr. Gumpy's Wild Road. Yeah.
Mr. Gumpy?
Yeah, it was a book from, I don't know, it's probably from the 50s or something. Anybody read Mr. Gumpy's Wild Ride? No, it's like an old time. It was like my grandparents had a copy of it.
Is that what Mr. Bones' Wild Ride is referencing?
Probably. I don't know what Mr. Bones' Wild Ride is, but I know Mr. Gumpy's Wild Ride.
It's this ridiculous.
He gets all these animals in the car with him.
It's this thread somebody posted where they made like the world's worst. They got in Roller Coaster Tycoon, and they made a ride that just very slowly moves people through this skeleton themed like roller coaster, but like there's no elevation or speed or anything. They just are very slowly
at 5 miles an hour,
and they're just like looping back and forth like very slowly. So it's a ride that takes like a year to in game to actually finish.
Amazing.
And he called it
a year to finish.
He called it Mr. Bones' Wild Ride. And so there's just a screenshot, because you can see what the guests at the park are thinking. It's just a screenshot of like everybody in the park just saying, "I want to get off Mr. Bones' Wild Ride."
I celebrated my birthday in here.
Yeah.
I want to leave. The animals have to like get out and push. It's fine. And, like...
At Lemillion, the pieces without grassy textures on the sides would be the packed dirt tiles that we did in Lowtown. So we've added them to the campaign. The idea being that these dirt paths, because they have the 2x2 transition systems, they can let you make like equally sizes of grass or dirt of whatever size you want, with then paths between them and the like. So yeah, those the plain dirt tiles.
We got dirt. We have plain grass. We have,
Mhm.
I brought one plain. It's not in the pack. But we got plain grass. We got plain dirt, and then we have the swirly cone, vanilla and chocolate, and one ice cream cone. Pretty good.
The grass dirt swirl.
Yeah, with sprinkles.
Yeah.
Sprinkles.
Yeah.
Let's see, I got a little offset. We have thing.
The intersections pack comes with 2 of the 3-way and 1 of the 4-way.
That's correct.
Yeah. That seems like plenty.
You generally, in most builds, you will use more 3-ways than 4-ways. Of course, not always, right? Depends on whatever you get up to, but
That grassy spot in the middle of the roundabout definitely wants some sort of centerpiece there.
yeah.
Like a pylon or something. Sign. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
I got to work with what I have. We got. Let's do a diagonal. If you want to eat up your pieces real fast, do a diagonal. Right,
Doing a diagonal with the advanced.
The
The kind of wavy diagonal.
Yeah. In fact, I don't even think I have enough left to do. Where do my concaves go? Oh, they're over here. Okay. Yeah, I can do some. And of course, I'm doing it behind the mob. This is a poorly planned plan. Let's go over here. Hang on. Please stand by. I don't know what this is. This is kind of like if you give a kid like SimCity or something. This is the kind of road they would build.
Mm-hmm.
Does that still exist, SimCity? Is that a...
Yes.
Okay. It was a pretty cool game back in the old days.
It's been largely outdone.
Outdone?
City Skylines is the game that kind of came in and did SimCity better than how SimCity was doing it.
Wow. The spiritual successor.
I know they had like
A hostile takeover.
there was a version of SimCity that just had a really bad launch.
Mm.
I don't know if they ever fixed it, but they made it so it was an always online game.
Always online?
Yeah, you could not play if you weren't connected to the internet.
That doesn't... Okay.
Yeah, I think that was SimCity, but it had a really rough launch, and I think then City Skylines just ballooned in popularity. I don't know if they've had a SimCity since then. I was never huge on SimCity. I just have friends who were
I only
big on
played
city
the
builders.
first one, but it was really good. It was black and white.
I played one of them in school a good amount.
Does that date it when it was in black and white?
Yeah,
Yeah.
before computers had color.
Yeah, before the world had color. City Skylines.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every day's a learning day, Chris. I learn a little something each time I'm here. Like City Skylines.
I'm curious if you'd like it.
Yeah, you get to build a city? Who would not like that?
Mm-hmm.
Did they ever have Sim Castle? No, I would definitely be into that.
I'm sure there's a game that lets you build castles somewhere.
It must be, right?
Yeah, SimCity on the Super Nintendo. Just a terrible way to try and control a game like that.
Woof. This is the weirdest mini golf course ever. Totally. What else? What other pieces do we have left? I'm using all the curvedy pieces because I'm trying to do something silly. Curvy. Okay, so we've got a lot of. I think all I have are straight guys left. No, I have 2 convexes. All right, so we're just gonna open into a giant patch of dirt. That's so you can see what we're doing. these pieces are really fun. I don't know why, but they're quite enjoyable.
Making roads is just fun, I think.
Yeah, yeah. There's something very satisfying. All right, we're gonna.
Roller Coaster Tycoon has also been kind of MIA. There's definitely new kings when it comes to sim games. The 2 Point series is really big from what I understand.
2 Point?
Yeah, they have like 2 Point Hospital, 2 Point, I don't know, prison or something.
Why? What's 2
Like
Point?
they've replaced all the. It's basically replacing the Tycoon games, Zoo Tycoon and the like.
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I don't think they've done roller coasters specifically, but they've done the sims that are like kind of business management games, is my understanding.
Why is it called
and then
2
Planet
Point?
Planet Coaster has kind of stepped in as the
Planet Coaster.
Yeah, that's like the new Roller Coaster Tycoon.
You build a world of roller coasters, a planet.
Basically. Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, I sunk so much time into as a kid, though.
But did you build Mr. Bones' Wild Ride?
I did not, but what I love to do was make like a roller coaster that was just a big loop-de-loop. and then I would take off the end of it that was supposed to then like have them slow down and catch it and send it back. So I would just launch them over. And anytime I had a challenge to get like a certain amount of people in the park, I would just put an island in the middle of the water and just grab guests one by one and just drop them on the island so they couldn't leave. Yeah.
This sounds like Mr. Bones' Wild Ride.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no Mr. Gumpy's Wild Ride, but
there would definitely be days where I wanted to seriously play Roller Coaster Tycoon, and days where I just wanted to mess around with no consequences. I loved making animal mascots, people in little panda outfits walking around.
What am I gonna do with? I still have more straights than I know what to do with. I'm running out of. It's gonna be wild, said Mr. Gumpy. My dad read that to my kids when they were really little. It's a popular. That's why Mr. Gumpy's still fresh in the brain. It's usually there. Look, this is a 6-inch wide road.
It's pretty sick.
It's pretty wide.
So you can't just make wider roads with the dirt paths.
Yeah, you can make 3 like this. You can make. This is a bad. I'm on the wrong side of the table. Here, let's come over here. I'm going to save you, Mr. Diagonal. We'll get back to you in a sec. We're going to come. You know what it is that the road's lining up. Like maybe it's like satisfying when all the stuff like lines up. It's kind of like building with water tiles or something. It's too bad nobody liked building with water tiles. We would have made more. I'm trolling you.
I think it's nice that you got the big tiles so they build fast, and then you just bust out the little guys when you want to do something interesting.
Exactly. It's that perfect mix.
The EA game theme park, mainly because like Monopoly, it taught you how to be a terrible person and an excellent capitalist. Make fries slightly cheap and extra salty, and then make drinks more expensive and filled with ice.
Was that really a thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's really funny.
You can control the salt factor. I love that.
Yeah, there was another roller coaster tycoon like game. I'm trying to remember what it was that we had, and but the big thing was that you could go on the roller coasters and you could play like the games and stuff in the park.
You could play the games yourself.
Yeah, you could make
like mini games inside the game.
Yeah, and they would have like a little laser tag game where you're shooting aliens and stuff.
There were never aliens when I was playing laser tag as a kid.
No.
I kept waiting for them to come down. We were ready. We had the guns and everything. We got nice. This is is that a 4-inch wide road?
Yes.
I don't have enough dirt. I'm just using this pack. I don't have enough of these narrow dirts. I guess I guess the road could get wider, said Mr. Gumpy.
Tropico is a game series I would like to try, and I have some from like Humble Bundle and stuff, but it also is very intimidating. It's because there's like so many of them at this point, and I don't know, like, do I play them in... I assume you don't play them in order because they're sim games. but it seems like they're very good and well liked. But it also seems like a lot to get into.
What's the concept of the Tropico games?
I'm not entirely sure. I think you're managing like a tropical island or something,
Ooh.
like City,
Did
just from the way it looks.
Did I tell you, was it
I think it's a city builder.
I mean, Monty from Dungeon Dudes is obsessed with Dwarf Fortress. Speaking of weird sim games.
I'm not surprised. Well, so was he obsessed with Dwarf Fortress always, or just recently when it
No, I guess
got the Steam
always.
release? Always,
Like,
man,
yeah.
that's dedication. Because Dwarf Fortress was like very difficult to get into until very recently.
Yeah, no, this was, I don't know, 2 years ago or something, 3 years ago. He was going
Man, okay,
on
so
a thing
maybe
about like, yeah, how just like it was like the most painful, hard, like whatever. But yeah, he was all invested in the romantic lives of his dwarves and all the like I don't know, all this crazy.
well, it did come out in 2022, so maybe yeah, so maybe that is when he got into it because it used to just be, all letters and stuff. You didn't really
Yeah,
um
it's like an ASCII.
it didn't have graphics. Yeah. Like
Man,
the
straight.
Steam release a couple years back made it accessible, and I thought about getting into it, but again, it
Don't
seems
apparently.
it seems like a massive thing to get into that just takes over your life.
So I'm out of pieces to make my super wide road, but this is the idea. You can make 4-inch wide roads. You can make 6-inch wide roads. That's a big turn. You could turn this into a. You could cap off this road.
If you're doing videos of the roads, maybe add the wagons to help get across scale.
Yeah, that is a good idea. Still at a straight side. We're gonna have to do this. Hmm.
So they're just seeing how much of a wide area you can
Yeah,
make.
I'm trying to use all the pieces, right? That's the fun. Lots of I can't, but maybe we'll put a turn in this road. See if I can do that. Still out of straights again. All right. What have I done? What have I done? What do we got? Maybe
A fighting pit with dirt would be interesting. Somebody did that. Somebody did a build where they were using the packed dirt as the ground layer to be a fighting pit, and then they made walls around it. I think out of the
Love
scaffolding.
that.
Could you paint these as water tiles, or would it look weird? A lot of people are saying they're going to do it. We'll see how it comes out.
I think it'll look. I think it'll look fine from table distance. I think if you get close, you'll be like, "Wait, what the heck is going on here?" But I
Yeah.
mean, I don't think anybody. I don't know. I mean, if you ever played with like a WizKid painted mini, people like there's some wonderfully questionable paint jobs that are out on the table that like nobody cares when you're actually out playing. Um, I think Imy's got plans, right, to do a yeah. There's someone who did the slime, like slime took the magma
Like
and
this
did
blind volcano.
slime. It looks really cool. But that's also a different like that's like a viscous liquid to a viscous liquid
Mm-hmm.
versus dirt to water.
The big thing is, which layer, which part of the sculpt is on top, and like with dirt, it's not sunk in, but with water, you would expect the banks to be taller.
Well, maybe it's a recent flood, and it's like, or it's a pond. It's a gentle pond. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
You can do it, because like if your players give you a really hard time over it, like As long as you can understand what it is you're looking at, what it's supposed to represent, that's really all that matters for usability.
Yeah, if
But
you want to paint a thing and it looks cool, do it. Like, who cares? Like, it's
it's not
I don't
gonna
know.
it's not gonna be as pretty as if we sculpted something that was meant to be water, though.
We're not going to go to your house and arrest you if you paint it like water.
No.
And it would definitely not be as pretty as one day we're going to do some sculpted rivers and streams and stuff. One day they'll be outrageous. But until then, you can paint dirt roads into water. Have fun. Okay, now I have to turn.
Lori Z did this slime. I remember that now.
It's really cool looking. So I'm out of, or even don't know if I'm out of curves. I'm not at all, but I'm using this to make curves because why not?
Have players ever given a DM a hard time over DF use? There's got to be. I'm sure there's somebody somewhere. There's got to be a player out there who is just kind of a jerk.
Oh yeah. I've never had anyone complain about a build on the table ever.
Yeah, usually it's just you just even have physical things to interact with in a game. Anytime you get a handout, anytime it's like, wow, the DM like actually put together something physical for this.
My buddy that I play kind of every month ish in this game. Whenever it's like it's every like 4 to 6 to 8 weeks or whatever. But he's like taking like some pieces of styrofoam, spray painted them gray, put them on a thing, and it was great. Everybody was like, "This is perfect. We're in the spider cave," and it did like, he used a big Lego spider and hung it from the light over the table and it's hanging down. It was awesome. We were in it. We were fighting a giant Lego spider, and it doesn't matter. Like it's this huge giant thing. Like no one was complaining. It was awesome. They took the time to find a Lego spider that fit the thing. Like, I don't know. Like, if you're gonna complain about that, you're doing the wrong. It's the wrong hobby, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess there's somebody out there. I've heard people complain about assembly time, unfortunately.
Yeah, that is a whole different animal.
I don't know, man. I think people just need to be chill.
I thought you
With the
meant like
game.
DMs complaining about the assembly time. Like that's
Oh.
a thing.
I assume like if you're building it at the table for the players or something, but
I have to build a city fight for the home game. I think it's going to be this weekend. They're going to get there, and I got to do a giant. It's where they're at 20th level. It's the big final end
at
of
20th
world
level?
madness.
So
Yeah,
is this the end of the campaign?
I think we have another couple months tops. Like we're really close to wrapping everything out. And
So
I'm
you want
like
it to
so
be-
dreading I do not want. I mean, you know what I'm dreading more than the build? The cleanup. I have to that's gonna be the murders. Like yeah.
How big do you think you're gonna make the map?
Until I run out of table.
You
No,
could make it easier on yourself and just make it
no,
not
they're
that
gonna
big.
need the space. They're like yeah, they're fighting. They're fighting Tiamat, and everybody's gonna be flying, and it's gonna be yeah.
Well, if they're gonna be flying, just don't do the ground layer then.
Just all clouds.
Just do the
It's gonna be cotton balls and flight stands.
and just roofs.
Yeah.
Just put roofs around.
What
Yeah.
if they want? But then they'll be like, "Oh, we got to take this to the ground."
I'm gonna tunnel into the earth. Fight Tiamat in the burrows. Yeah.
You want to be on the ground so they can destroy buildings and stuff. Everybody can fly at this point. Like the entire group has someone. Everybody has flying capability.
Because once somebody can fly, you're just left behind if you can't.
Yeah.
It's so nice to just not have that come into the game when possible.
Not have a 20th level monk and a 20th level barbarian that also are both fly.
If you're in a...
So you have like 400 feet of movement every turn.
In my first game, I got a bison as an animal companion, then I got it enchanted so it could fly, and so that its horns would crit on a 19 or 20, and also if it crit, it would cause an explosion.
I love it.
The campaign was just completely unhinged. It was 100% just like the first, just like a high school first campaign kind of thing.
Oh, I love it. It's gonna be
You really
wild.
just wanted to make Appa, huh? I think this was before. It wasn't before Avatar. I don't think.
Exploding crit horns. This is gonna be the first time I've finished out a campaign at 20th. Like it's been a 5 year runs.
I've only gone up to 15.
No. It's wild.
Yeah,
It's kind
Avatar.
of stupid at this level. Like it doesn't like it.
It's-
You can just do everything.
Yeah,
They have like
the game is
multiple
not really
instances of wish and like
balanced.
it's just sort of like there's no like
The game is not really balanced around being like
no.
reasonable once it gets to super high levels. It just kind of gets
You should
it's power fantasy.
Stop at 10th level and you're good.
Yeah.
What else can we try with this? Yeah.
If you're in a mega dungeon campaign, you don't always know where they're going to go, so it has to be done on the fly sometimes. 100%. It just happens.
Totally.
If you're doing a dungeon, it's harder to do it just scatter style.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to delay building the builds until like in a perfect world we end because our sessions are short. We only do 2-hour sessions. So I usually try and end it on like when we're gonna hit a combat so that I then have it. I know I'm not building the thing to if they're not gonna go there. I build like as soon as they finally get into the combat because also you don't know when they're gonna fight, right? Like you set up this thing and you're like, oh, this is clearly, and they're they magic their way out of it or talk their way out of it or whatever. So try and end the summon of like, okay, all right, we're about to battle. Cut. We'll come back next week and then I have time. So I make sure I build the thing that they're gonna do because it's the worst. Like every time they're just like, oh no, we want to befriend these guys or whatever. You're like, no, it's not the answer. You're like,
you gotta fight.
You gotta fight them.
I'm trying to teach my children to fight.
I spent 6 hours building it. You gotta fight them.
Stop trying to find common ground with people.
Oh no, Drago said no. It's gonna be like 5 sessions. Like it's gonna be a raging. It's gonna go forever. This is
one session per head or something.
Yeah, it's gonna get annoying. I think. And who knows where they're gonna go? Like they may, like I don't even know what they're gonna do. They might, the first session might be they might sort of run and go, oh, that was worse than I thought, and back off, and then move to another part of the town, and then next week have to build another part. I don't know. It's D&D. Who knows what's gonna happen? But it's gonna definitely span. This fight's gonna go on for a month, unless they do something crazy in the first thing of. I don't know. They're gonna open a bag of holding in her mouth while firing off
They just wish
delayed blast fireball with a contingency wish to I don't know some nonsense like the immovable rod set up while she's moving 600 miles an hour and then like some
just make Tiamat just like
just some absolute nonsense that like
just hereditary Tiamat with the immovable rod.
Yeah. It's like what else should we build with this thing? Where are we? What's going on?
There's only 10 minutes left, so I don't know how much we can do.
Pieces in the
I think we've kind of done what you can do with the roads. Like we've seen a lot.
We want to open a school for the kobolds. Exactly. That's.
I think level 15 is the first I'll go again, and that's only for like world-ending threats. When you get to 20, it's like every combat is versus Galactus. Yeah, when we did the finale of our campaign at level 15, even at that point, it felt like the only thing you can really throw at us that is challenging or interesting is people who can like tear the planes apart, and it's like, all right, well if we're doing that, I was playing an Oath of the Ancient Paladins. It's like, all right, so once I get to level 20, it's like, oh. I'm immortal now. Like I don't die of old age. I don't age anymore, and I can transform for a minute. And I think it makes me start healing every turn. And like it's just
And you hit like a truck.
Yeah.
Like Was that your shield? Your paladin with the shield?
Yes.
Yeah. Wild.
Yeah. Get the BBEG and artifact that during the finale combat, every time any ability or spell is used, it's consumed and can't be used again. So you can't spam the same spell over and over, for example.
That's an interesting. That's an interesting one. Or I had a thing, a construct they were fighting that had reactive armor that would gain immunity to whatever damage type they hit it with.
So you always have to keep mixing it up.
Yeah, for the same variety. Particularly because the warlock would just be like, Eldritch Blast. You're like, so,
There was
every time.
There was a fight in No Time to Lose, the campaign I did with the Broncollo crew before we were doing Broncollo, and
Pre-Broncollo.
Well, it was during a break in Broncollo, where we were fighting this big, we were fighting this giant, and he had this jewelry on him that lit him. He had like 3 pieces of jewelry on him, and each let him gain resistance to a type of damage, and he could shift it every turn. So he was just like kind of blocking 3 types of damage based on what we'd been doing.
He would figure out whatever he hit. He would be like, oh, that guy's been slamming me with fire. I'm gonna go fire. Like, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love the puzzly, like the puzzly things that make the players have to, you're not just running up to the thing and smacking it with a baseball bat. You have to like
anything that makes it not just a damage check. Yeah. How does the path to floor transition piece look on top of a path as like a small elevation increase?
A path to another path.
Yeah, let's find that out.
Yeah, looks good.
I suppose that dirt could wander into the desert or Arctic somehow. Well,
no.
If there was any desert or Arctic that existed, but currently
that's something we should talk about. We will, so
when we're planning to show stuff.
Perilous Frontiers is up next, and I think we'll start showing stuff in October. We'll start building the hype for that. Is Sand and Snow. I should do this where you can actually see it. Hang on. So yeah, you can, something to look forward to is Perilous Frontiers coming. Start showing off that stuff. I want to have enough to like actually show things, show you the pieces, show you the process, show you whatever. But we just don't have quite enough like presentable bits yet.
I think that definitely works if you've got the banks and floors to go around it and all that to kind of
could build out a little.
Yeah. ATX. So the banks are not going to transition into the swamp banks very well because the kind of edging on them is pretty different and they're very different texture wise.
The sculpt is very different.
Yeah. So they're not really designed for that. You would use either one type of bank or the other. I
mean, you could. They have the exact same profile.
Yes.
So you could put them together if you need, if you don't have enough banks and you want to get some extra coverage, you absolutely can.
But if it's gonna bug you for them to have different paint schemes, or to texture. Look kind of like a sudden shift, that's gonna be rough. However, the floors actually blend pretty well if you mix the floors up. There's no edging on them, and the base grass color is pretty close. It's slightly different, but it's pretty close. Again, there's differences in texture. The grass on these tiles is cut a lot shorter and more manicured, and there's a lot of in the forest and swamp floors. You're dealing with a lot of twigs and rocks and things. It's more uneven and rough.
Well, 30 different types of plants and
yeah.
But it works. It totally works if you want to do a little meadow or something in your wildlands.
Yeah, especially if you transition from one area into another cleanly instead of mixing it kind of ad hoc. Although I don't know, maybe even that would look good. But we did a video showing the floors being mixed, and they look fine. They look great.
Build a shark pit for the hobbits to jump. Oh, the hobbits
taking dirt bikes.
Shark.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. I'm like, I don't remember that part of the book. Good question, Wild Pig. Any other questions before a path to the modular ship? Thank you. No, Mad Robot says there's no dirt in Perilous. It's going to be all sand and snow. All new excitement. I can't wait to start showing it. We got some cool stuff. I can't wait. I'm really excited for Cities 2. Cities Reforged 2.
What about Catacombs?
Cities 3. We'll get there. Yeah. Fawn's back.
What about Castles Reforged?
I can't see it being I don't. We're not ready to show it. Like yeah, but nothing to show yet.
There are no beans to show.
Not yet.
We simply do not have them to show.
Yeah, nothing I'm comfortable showing yet. But we will get there. Like I don't know. We showed those. We showed some of those early like geometry mocks in white Fimo, and I don't know. I feel like people are so putting pictures of up on the Discord and be like, I don't know, these sculpts looks a little rough. Like, it's just a lump of clay. It's not a sculpt. We can't show you anything.
Yeah, I think it was like just a geometry and size test.
It's just just sort of it's like a mood. It's not even a full geometry mock. It's just a mood thing of like, is this the right sort of volume and feel, and like, is it hitting the right thing? It's zero texture. It's like zero anything. Like it's in bright white.
Getting some of this kit and painting it to match. You mean like getting it to match like a snow setting? For Icewind Dale. If you're custom painting, like it'll blend a lot better if you're custom painting.
Oh yeah.
But our campaign after this is going to be actual snow terrain. So if you're doing Icewind Dale, that won't be delivering until 2027. But if your campaign's still going at that point, that Arctic stuff will be really nice.
That's very sneaky. She's like, I've got dead trees. I was going to put winter snow on them. Should I hold off? Can't say either way right now. Don't like, some of the trees are still up in flux.
Yeah, ATX. I would say that if all you want to be able to do is put dirt paths through your swamps, if you are painting them yourselves, you can 100% paint that bank transition to blend in better. Like, yeah, if you're custom painting, you can absolutely use these, paint them to match even closer to the swamps than they already
Grind
do.
Them up, put
and
some
then
slime in there.
Yeah, that'll work great.
Resin, pour some little puddles in there make it all wet. And, yeah, you can definitely have some fun with it.
Yeah, and you'll get this stuff a lot sooner than our next campaign.
I'd go ahead and here's the thing, put your snow on, and you can always get whatever we get, and it'll all work nice together.
Just do everything.
Wildlands for winter.
Just do everything.
Yeah, just do it. But why wait? Just get them in. All right, let's get out of here. We will be back next week. We gotta do we know what Hamster's hobby hanging tomorrow? What he's doing?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? He got minis. Oh, what was it? There was some mini drop that happened recently that he was really excited about. That might be what he's doing.
Shocked to think that Hamster bought a bunch of
he's buying
minis to paint.
he bought into his first new game in years, I think.
In weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just the endless pile of opportunity. It's greatest. Well, that'll be tomorrow night. You can see Hamster painting up whatever delight he's got, and then we'll be back next week, and then the week after the Pledge Manager opens, right?
Is it that soon? Right? It's just over 3 weeks, just under 3 weeks away.
Oh, so that's too much.
So we should have two more streams before Pledge Manager. Yeah. Woo! But probably in those weeks we'll have some stuff to show, tree wise and stuff.
Yes, we will. We'll have between train trays and trees. We can maybe we get you some harder numbers on some of the packs.
We gotta think of some additional topics for these streams because I think we're not gonna.
I know. I hadn't really thought about it at all.
Because this seemed like the only time consuming thing we could really do with the Pledge Manager. So we gotta think of something else to do.
Yeah. What do you want to see us do?
Do stats for. Is there anything we can do stats for in this collection?
18 charisma.
Ooh, stats is good.
What kind of stat?
I don't know.
What kind of stat? Do we have stats?
I'm trying to think if there's anything in the campaign that makes sense to do stats for. We don't really have any creatures.
We could do stats after the Pledge Manager closes of like most popular packs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's Gotta Watch Wednesdays. The stats show.
Gotta Watch Wednesdays.
What are the stats?
I really like doing the Wildlands bestiary stuff. That was a lot of fun back when we did that. But we haven't done like a collection of dangerous things like that since.
Yeah.
That kind of stats is fun to learn. Stats of the campaign.
Oh, those sets. Like
Oh,
5 each.
stats
Yeah,
of the
what
campaign.
most popular buys? Yeah.
We could
Well,
do
if we
that.
do that after the pledge manager closes, because we don't
Yeah.
know like what it's going to be yet. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good sort of closing wrap up thing.
That
It's
makes
really
that
fun.
makes way more sense than making stat blocks for dirt.
Just road
Yeah.
DC 5 to walk on it. It's
Yeah.
very flat.
Yeah. All right. Let's get out of here.
Top 20 sets, a dozen different dimensions is interesting. Not a very accessible stream. Yeah. Facts.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you. That's the damage threshold to crush dirt. It's the best.
Yeah. Quad.